TSV is an Australian-based online store specialising in graffiti supplies. Their mission is to provide high-quality graffiti supplies for an affordable price, catering to artists both locally and globally. Use the discount code Youfo for 15% off your entire order. thespraybandles.com. From the streets of Brazil to the screens of millions worldwide, Rest 12 has transformed from a local graffiti writer into a global YouTube sensation. With over 1.4 million subscribers and hundreds of millions of views, his journey is something I've always really wanted to look into, so let's do just that. Rest 12 is a graffiti writer from south of Brazil. He picked up his first can of spray paint at age 14, and he hasn't stopped writing his name since then. Dealing with a certain degree of colour blindness, he lets his intuition guide him on colour choices. He actually studied graphic design for 2 years, but despite his colour blindness of some degree, Rest 12 still manages to bust out some decent coloured pieces. Rest 12 has painted over 15 countries across 3 different continents: America, Europe, and Asia. From the beginning, he learned a lot about graffiti culture through the internet, like most of us do, which sparks his interest in creating content for social media platforms like YouTube and Instagram. And over the past 5 or 6 years, he has been amassed with more than 1 million followers by sharing videos of him getting up his graffiti on the streets. Sometimes he's in sketchbooks, sometimes he's doing canvases, but the majority of the videos that do really well for him are the point of view graffiti tagging or graffiti bombing. If you've been brought up on YouTube in the graffiti world, you definitely know who Rest 12 is. I've been watching him for years now, and he's one of those graffiti writers that has consistently uploaded a video for many years now. And he's that well known on the internet that you can even pay him to do your tag in his style. You could also pay him to do a graffiti piece of your name in his style, or you can even pay him to do a throw up of your name in his style. Though people have mixed opinions about that fact, and he's simply just showing that he can do that for you if you want that. And he probably gets a lot of DMs and emails and stuff of people asking, hey, can you do my word? Can you do my name in your style? And he figured, well, I'm getting enough people wanting this, so maybe I can commission it. I can charge people for that service. Generally speaking, he mostly uses a GoPro to film his endeavors, which is why you call it a point of view video. You're seeing stuff from his point of view pretty much. And that probably explains why his videos are always watchable in high quality. Most of the time they are filmed in 4K, which does take up a lot of room and takes a lot longer to edit and process, which that in itself kind of shows that he kind of cares about the final product. He's not just chucking on a GoPro and filming what he's doing. I mean, he basically is, but at the same time, he's making sure that it's the best quality it can be in terms of visuals. Now, obviously, because Rest 12 is from Brazil, he's speaking Portuguese in his videos, but luckily there is captions, subtitles, so that's why a lot of people resonate with him. So even if you don't speak Portuguese, you still understand what he's saying. At the making of this video, he has over 507 videos uploaded on his channel. And even now, more than a decade since he first picked up a can of spray paint, Rest 12 remains deeply rooted in the essence of graffiti, given that raw, public, unapologetic style. It makes you realize it's not just about the graffiti. He also likes to travel the world. The question as to if he travels the world to do graffiti, or he's traveling the world and does graffiti while he's there. Work to live, live to work type scenario. Either way, he's getting up. I'd also love to mention that he's that well known and that he's been thrown into the Weckman Sano type meme that was kind of made up a while ago now. You'll see a lot of people that are fans or people that are just taking the piss generally, making videos like, I'm the real Rest 12, I'm Weckman Weck Rest 12 Sano 24, and show like a really poorly drawn tag. Kind of ironic, and that's kind of what happens. Either way, this visual story that he seems to paint very clearly, pun not intended, millions see, emulated by the next generation, doing graffiti and filming yourself and putting it on the internet. That's just the way it is these days. People are going to look up to people that do that. It's not always about the old days where you see someone up everywhere and you see it as an inspiration. The internet's definitely made a big difference in terms of the graffiti world, and I do believe that Rest 12 is one of those perfect examples of that. He's not being destructive in a way, he's not doing negative stuff, he's not doing anything to really hurt anyone physically. He He might be hurting the Karen up the road who's upset about that he just tagged a bin that doesn't belong to her. But in the grand scheme of things, he's doing a harmless act. And I feel like the kind of content that he makes is way better to consume instead of negative stuff like Logan Paul or things like that. Hopefully you guys get what I mean. If I had kids, which I'm never having them, I'd rather them be watching Rest 12 instead of watching other toxic content. If you guys didn't notice, I could not find much information about Rest 12. He's a graffiti writer. Generally, graffiti writers are pretty private people, and despite him having his own website and a couple of articles written on him, there's not too much substance I can bring to the table in terms of Rest 12. Other than he's a well-known graffiti writer, he's a well-known graffiti YouTuber. Even if you want to call him a YouTuber, he makes YouTube videos. He's well-known on that platform, and he's well-known on Instagram as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video in some way. If you made it to the end of this video, leave a little comment saying wow, Rest 12. TSV is an Australian-based online store specializing in graffiti supplies. Their mission is to provide high-quality graffiti supplies for an affordable price, catering to artists both locally and globally. Use the discount code Youfo for 15% off your entire order. thespraybandles.com.